paint. And we have a paint palette that we're using today that we made with tinfoil and washable markers. If you have made this before from our video, great. If you didn't, there is a video where we show you how to make this. All you need, like I said, is a piece of tinfoil and washable markers. I'll put that video link in your homework so that you can go back and look and see how to make that. But of course, you don't have to use paint for this. Not at all. You could use markers or crayons or colored pencils or whatever you want. You are going to need both warm and cool colors. Now, I'm going to put this one down. And the other things you're going to need for your project today are a piece of paper, a pencil with an eraser, some kind of a black marker. I've got Sharpies in all different widths. You don't have to use a Sharpie. You could use a black marker, or you don't have to use a black marker. If you want, maybe you just want to use markers in the colors that you want to make your sun and moon, whatever you want. Now, you also need, if you're going to be painting, a little dish of water and paintbrush. So, let's get started. One more thing. To make your sun and moon outline, you need some kind of a salad-sized plate that will fit, I don't know if you could see, there you go, on your paper totally, and you're going to trace that. So I'm going to start by doing that. So you're going to end up with this nice big circle. It's got to fit on your paper today. Sometimes it doesn't. Today it does. Now, when I drew my original sun and moon, I had my sun and moon sharing one mouth. Today I'm going to draw it with one mouth for the moon and a separate mouth for the sun, just to show you a different way of doing it. So, before we get to the mouth, after you've made your circle, you need to find the middle-ish of your paper and make yourself a little dot there. That's going to be this point of the nose of your moon. This part's a little tricky. To make the moon, you want to make two curves, and I like to hold it like the other way because it's almost like you're making a mountain, and you're going to make one going down like this and curving and going off your page, and then the other one in the other direction. See? So you're going to end up with this pointy, swoopy mountain shape. Okay? Now you could hold it like this, you could hold it like this, you could hold it like this, you could hold it like this. It really doesn't matter how you want to hold it. I like to draw it horizontally, but it's really your call. Now I've got my moon. It's a little smaller than my sun today. That's okay. Doesn't matter. Now, you go sharpen your pencil. Now that I have my moon shape and my sun shape, let's remember it's important that the lines of the moon go right off the page on both sides. That way we know this is the cold side of our paper and this whole thing is the warm side of our paper. For the moon's mouth, I'm going to make him a little half mouth because he's looking to the side. And for the sun's mouth, I'm going to give him a whole, just a little smile today. Totally your call how you want to do that. Again, if you wanted to do it just one, going over the line, you would give them one connected mouth. All right, we're all caught up now. Will and Sadie have their mouths. Time for the eyes. Now, oh no. I'm going to give my sun today 2 eyes and my moon today 1 eye.
Me too.
You too? I gave them in this one each 1 eye because I have my moon covering what I decided was a little more of my sun. But today I'm doing it differently. So I have my 1 eye for my moon. I'm going to start by making it look like the moon is asleep with one closed curve of his eye. And you know what? I decided that I like that so much, and it makes sense that the moon would be asleep. I'm going to keep it like that, and I'm just going to give him little eyelashes, and I like my moon sleeping, so I'm going to keep it like that. Looks like Willa is too. No?
I don't know.
It's undecided. Sadie is too. Now, I'm going to do my son's eyes, and I'm going to make them...
My moon is going to be a boy.
A boy moon. No eyelashes, because boys don't have those.
Well, they do, but like...
I know, I don't know why. For some reason, whenever you draw a girl or people draw a girl, they give it eyelashes. And for a boy, they never give it eyelashes. But they've got them. They exist. Now, for the sun today, I'm just going to make some easy circular eyes to keep it simple. 2 circles. I'm going to make him looking at the moon. Okay? Easy. You could, of course, make an eye shape that's more of like a typical eye shape with the pointy. That would be a curve down and then a curve over to meet it. That's how I did it there. But not today. Now, it's important we're going to make the rays of the sun. They're going to start by coming out one from the sun to the edge of the paper, kind of the middle-ish. And then these other ones next to it are going to curve a little, going up and going down. You could make as many of these sun rays as you want. But make sure that you make enough rays going all the way to where the moon is. Don't forget, if you could see, all the way on the bottom, all the way on the side, all the way on the top, I've got all my sun rays coming out of the sun on that side. Now,
Today, yeah.
beautiful. For the moon, I'm going to go, instead of diagonally, I'm going to go horizontally for the moon. And I like to give those lines a bit of a wave. Almost like clouds. Just some sleepy, dreamy clouds in back of our moon. Okay. I don't need anything else on my picture. I'm happy. Ooh, I'm loving both of these. Very cool. Time to Sharpie. I'm going to Sharpie over every pencil line that I made. I don't want to see any of them at all. And we're going to start thinking about what we want to color our moon and our sun in with. I'm today going to start with a little border of marker. And then I'm going to add the color in from the watercolors that we made. Now I'm actually going to take a moment here and color in the eyes of my sun, which are nice and big. And don't forget those rays coming out of the sun and the clouds coming from behind the moon. Don't forget to outline those as well. And even all those little teeny ones at the bottom, they get outlined too. After you finish with your marker is a great time to erase any pencil lines that are peeking out from underneath your drawing, and you should have something that looks similar or similar-ish to this.
And I'm busy smelling the Sharpies. I
You're
love how Sharpies
Will is
smell.
busy smelling the Sharpies. That is just fine. Now, I have some pencils that I don't want to see, so I'm going to go in and erase those. And I'm pretty happy. So now, look at the difference between my second one and my first one. The face is like pretty different. Both are right. Or anything else that you could think of. Also right.
I'm scared to make the circle around it.
Go slow. If you're scared to go over that circle because you don't want to mush it up, just go slow. Now, like I said, I'm going to start making a border. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around the inside, or really the outside line on the inside. That's confusing, but I'll show you in a second what I'm doing, of my sun with
Okay, finish.
Whatever color I feel like. So it kind of looks like that. And then I'm going to take, you know what we'll do? I'm going to just take some of these out and put them on the table. But I'm going to put all these cold ones away for now. I don't want to get confused. And I'm going to take some of these and I'm going to go at the border of those sun rays with different colors. And I'm going to lift it up and show you in a second. Now this doesn't have to be the color that you're planning to use. I just like to give the edge a little bit of a darker color before I start painting. At this point, make sure you're working with your warm colors, unless you're doing your moon, in which case, work with your cool colors. But I'm gonna give each one of these little borders a nice bit of color.
I'm finally starting.
Okay, looking awesome.
Do these things count?
Yeah, that counts as part of your sun right there.
I'm only gonna do one side of my sun ray things.
I love it. Great idea. So I'm doing a border on both sides of my sun ray, and Sadie is doing a border in only one color on one side of her sun ray. Both correct.
I'm gonna do a little on the same one.
Okay. All right, now I've got all of my borders decorated. And now I'm going to start with my painting. Now, I want to paint now because I want this part to dry while I'm working on my moon. That way I can go back and add all of these details once it's dry. So, time to get painting. I'm going to take my paint palette out. And to use this, all you do is add a little water.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to move this over. Here's some water for you. And here's a paintbrush. And here's a paint palette. Oh, that one's mine. You're right. This one's yours. Okay. Now, time to get painting. I'm going to paint my moon pink today.
No, your sun pink.
Thank you. Oh my God, that would have been terrible. I would have ruined it. I'm going to paint my sun pink, not my moon pink. Thank you. Now remember, the wet border where you're meeting up with that marker is going to start bleeding into your sun. That's great. Use that color. Whatever color you had there, use it. Okay. You want to do a peach? Sadie's doing a red sun. I love it.
This is a peach color.
I don't know.
Well, that one is the window marker that we by accident.
Oh yeah, we accidentally used a window marker.
But it looks
But it
really
works.
cool.
Why not? Let's try it. See if it works. Okay. My sun all painted in, and I'm gonna start painting each of my different sun rays differently. And I'm gonna paint
So I'm gonna need
them.
more red.
Actually, all you need is more water. Dip that in the water and bring it to your paper. See how it's all scratchy? Yeah, spread it out.
That's not working. This
Not
is
really
making
working
it
so well?
breaking.
Okay, so then instead here, take this. Let's swirl this up a little bit and try painting with that, and then you can use my red, which is right here. Okay. I'm going to try the window marker we accidentally used and see if that works. Oh, it works just fine. No problemo on the window marker.
It actually works a little better.
Yeah? You like that one?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Funny. how sometimes a mistake works out. Okay, almost done. Now make sure you get all of that area in. Now if you're not using paint and you're just going to color this in, go for it. Start coloring it in, maybe with, let's say, yellows or a light orange, and then you can always go over with a darker, oopsie.
I'm bleeding.
Oh gosh. With a darker marker, like a dark pink or a red to make your designs. That might work out well. All right, now I've got, ooh, that's a very bright orange over there. Okay, my sun is all, oops. No, it is not. I've got one more right there that I did not see until I lifted it up to show you. Okay, now I've painted every little piece all the way on the sun side of the paper, all the way over to where that little border is for the moon. And it is time for me to put that down, put down my paintbrush, and start coloring in my moon. Of course you can. You also need, there should be another paint palette. Oh, you used it all up?
Well, that was mine.
Okay, here, I'll move this one right here and you can share. Okay, now I'm going to start taking my moon colors and doing that same border thing.
Okay, finished.
Lovely.
That part.
Uh-huh, beautiful.
So now I'm gonna do the sun ray part.
Okay.
I'm not even finished coloring my sun rays.
Is there a dark blue? There it is. Okay. So, I've got all the colors I want for my cold moon side. Time to paint them.
The orange is
Adding
really
a
good.
color to
Yeah,
my
that
color.
orange one was amazing.
I'm adding my color. I'm adding the color to my thing.
Okay, great.
Whoa, the orange is so good.
I
Yeah,
think
that
I
orange
actually
one is
have
so
it,
pretty.
but it's fine.
That's fine, whatever you want.
I think I have it already, but who cares?
Everyone cares what
Nobody
everyone
cares.
cares.
Okay, I'm practically done here with my moon side.
What? How?
Yeah, well,
I'm not even done with my sun side.
that's all right.
Me neither.
That's why we take our time when we do art. Now, my sun is dry enough for me to color on it. And I'm not going to do a lot today, but I am going to do a little to show you just a few ideas.
Hey, finally finished my sun.
Awesome.
Now I'm up to my moon part that I need to color.
It's good. The longer you take, the drier it will be when you get up to coloring on it. If it's not 100% dry, it's not going to work so well to make all these fun and pretty details on it. So once you're done and your sun is dry, you can decorate the whole face.
Where'd that pink go? Oh, you took it. He looks like he has a beard.
I gave him a beard, I guess. And I want to see beautiful decorations all over the entire thing, okay? I want to see them really decorated with beautiful different colors. Crayons work, colored pencils work, markers work, Sharpies, water paint, whatever you would like to use would work great.